This is Eagle Al, and today I will be talking about the Eagles. We got destroyed by the Cowboys, and we look like frauds, but let's get straight into it. All right, so before I talk about the game and what I seen, what I saw, gotta congratulate the Cowboys. You know, they handled business. They beat us 33-13, didn't allow an offensive touchdown. They did what they were supposed to do, you know. They destroyed the division opponent. A lot of people say they can't beat winning teams. They come back, they beat the Seahawks, then they beat us. So Cowboys are on the roll. Gotta give them that. But let's talk about the Birds, man. Just bad football. Very bad football. You know, we look flat. I thought we was gonna come out stronger after the talks of the bad starts. You know, the defense just could not stop the Cowboys the first half at all. So we go through that, and then the offense just simply couldn't respond. You know, a lot of people, I'm going to be everywhere with this video. I am sorry because I am a little mad, but I'm trying to keep my composure. A lot of people is going to blame Brian Johnson and even Sean Desai. But this is probably more on the players, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I can say with the defensive side, at least, you know, going into the second half, they made adjustments. Hell, they even gave us some points. Like, they made adjustments. So that's a positive I took from the game. Is that Sean Desai still know how to make adjustments. And the running game was decent. You know, Kenneth Gainwell looked really good. And Swift looked really good. Like, they look like they could be a duo. But for some reason, we just don't use them. Let's start with the offensive side of the ball. Our captains were horrendous. Jaylen Herz fumble. Smitty fumble. A.J. Brown fumble. A.J. Brown let Gilmore basically lock him up. And then there were some terrible drops. We look like the ball is rolling. We getting down to the red zone. Fumbling the ball. We running Jaylen Herz too much. Jaylen Herz is in his head, man. Jaylen Herz is in his own head. 15 turnovers. Y'all know me. I'm a Jaylen Herz fan, but I can't even explain that. You got 15 turnovers, and we've been through 13 games. That's not good. 10 interceptions, 5 fumbles lost. Not good. Simply not good. Dallas Goedert, he came to play, but again, the Stars, they did not look good. Yes, I can go into the play calling with Brian Johnson. Again, was it vanilla? Yes. Were the routes taking forever to develop? Yes. But at the end of the day, we was moving the ball and we couldn't punch it in due to miscues by the players. I want to go in on Brian Johnson. I want to go in on Nick Sirianni. But how can I do that if you gave up potentially about 4 touchdowns? It's dropped by Smitty. Dropped by AJ, and 2 fumbles. It's 28 points you possibly gave up. Simply cannot explain that. Again, the defense was terrible, but the second half, they did not allow a touchdown. The defense scored the touchdown again. In the game, we was down by 12, and the offense just couldn't get nothing done. Couldn't get nothing done. Y'all had Gilmore looking like he was in his prime again. This is crazy. Crazy. Again, shout out to the special teams, man. And I thought they was going to be the problem this year. Not the offense and defense. Special teams get a fake punt for you. And you still couldn't score on offense. You get a fake punt. Defense give you points. And the offense still couldn't score any points. But this felt like one of those games we should have been running the rock a lot. It should have been Swift and Gainwell's game. Those should have been the only 2 touching the ball. Only 2. Because they obviously came to play. Nobody else, man. Nobody else showed up, man. Everybody was still stuck in San Francisco. And it's like, or stuck in Philadelphia, I should say. And it felt like it just carried over. Like, I'm watching the first half. I'm like, the same game just carried over. And I'm like, look, If we don't make adjustments in the second half, this game won't get ugly. Defense made adjustments. Offense just couldn't get it done. I keep forgetting there's another positive in this game. Sidney Brown might be the real deal. He might be the real deal. I know that Jake Ferguson catch is gonna, throw a lot of people off. But through the game, when Reed Blankenship went out, Sidney Brown did one hell of a job. He was hitting. He was all over the field. He saved a touchdown that could have went to CeeDee Lamb. He balled out. I got to give Sidney Brown that. So I guess it's 3 positives this game. But this notion of these players keep saying, well, we only lost 3 games. We control our destiny. I wanted to buy. That looked like that's not going to happen. Do we even beat the Seahawks? We got to keep it a buck. Do we beat the Seahawks? Seahawks, yeah, they've been losing games, but they played the 49ers hard and they played the Cowboys hard. I can't say the same thing about the Eagles. I can't. At least the Seahawks are fighting. At least they are fighting. I give them that. We have no fight. And some with the coaching staff and players is a disconnect. There's a clear disconnect. I'm not sure what it is. What is the disconnect? And again, man, something's just not right with this team. And people been saying it, like even with the win streak, like, yeah, we winning, but something's not right with this team. I'm starting to see it. Something's not right. But Slay, stay off of social media. I'm about to curse. So cover the kids' ears. Slay, get the fuck off of social media. Please, man. After the loss, I don't want to see the team captain liking tweets and retweeting tweets about a possible PI call. You just got your head blown off. And you're retweeting and liking about PI calls? Seriously? Then the podcast talking about the 49ers are the better team and talking about like you are worried about retirement and this and that. Come on, bro. Get the fuck off of social media ASAP. ASAP. And another question. Why is Keely Ringo in the game? Was Slay hurt? What was it? I should never see Keely Ringo in the game unless we're up by 30 with 15 seconds left in the game. I should never see Keely Ringo in the game. He was getting cooked. I mean, we had a PI call and a face mask on the same play. Cooked. I would rather see Job. Keely Ringo, I know what AJ Brown said. He got a future later on. He's not ready now. And then you got him in on prime downs, on third downs. Then I seen some plays with James Bradbury in the slot, which he ended up getting a PI on Turpin. Insane to me. Crazy. I'm not sure what this team was doing, what was the game plan, but it looked all the same. It looked the same since week one. Now, are we frauds? I don't know. I simply don't know. A lot of people came at my neck because I said something about the 2020 Buccaneers. They lost like 38-3 to the Saints, and then they lost to like the Chiefs and the Bills. Something in that matter. But when the playoffs came, they end up winning. Trust me, they had Tom Brady at the time, so I get it. But what I'm saying is that it's not over. You got the Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, Giants. Can you go 4-0 during that stretch? Yes, you can. You can go 4-0 during that stretch. But what I'm seeing right now, I'm being dead honest. I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants catch us slipping. I'm being honest as possible. because it's a disconnect. Again, is it over? No, it's not. Are we frauds? We got to wait and see. We beat good teams. I'm just not sure what we are going through right now. Not sure what it is. And the thing is, I seen this last year before, but when I seen it, we got out of it fast. Remember the Washington loss. Then we followed up against the Colts and almost lost and got the win. Remember, we got destroyed by the Cowboys, but we go into the playoffs, win our games, and get to the Super Bowl. So I seen this rodeo before, but how do we handle it now? More than likely, we're not going to be the first seed because 49ers look like they're going to win out. I hope they don't. Hope the Ravens catch them slipping. But we got to control what we can control. Got to win our games. At least you get the second seed and play most of your games home unless you meet up with the first seed. But you got to handle your food, man. You got to handle your food from here on out. That's all I got to say about the game, man. It's terrible, horrible. I know it's a lot that I'm missing, but I need to get some sleep. I'm just, man, I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm up.